And we have KhaiusE versus Zagreus with Vimer High against Endure Temple. So we previously, the previous round, we actually saw the power of a Vimer High deck. When it runs, it is really, really scary. And it rolls by itself, right? It's a deck that actually rolls by itself. But with, two elusive targets in hand, I doubt that the Endure would have a easy time against this deck. So what have you experienced this matchup in your own games, Gallacan?
Yes, and I feel a bit similar than you. Like Endure is quite disadvantaged in this matchup. Maybe the only usually the scary thing is your opponent got a grasp to kill your aimer, but I think in this Endure version it doesn't have it.
Yeah, and I think Zagreus did not bring in any grasps, any will.
Yeah, exactly.
Or any form of removal. The only form of removal he has is Vow, Feast, and Atrocity.
So here the win condition for the aimer deck would be to get the aimer as soon as possible. Probably drop it on turn 5 or 6, since you got your protecting card need 4 mana.
Yep. And this also means that he needs things like Blighted Caretaker to actually take out the elusive units, which is and here we see another a Blighted Caretaker coming down to deal with the SA.
But this matchup is as well very dangerous. If it doesn't get the aimer, it can be it can lose very fast.
Yep.
Because it doesn't get also many ways to kill the Endure. You can prevent him from attacking for 1 or 2 turns, maybe, with the barrier, with the lifestyle, and with the palm, but not forever.
Yeah, exactly. And as we see right here is 4 damage to the Vimer High, but at this point of time it does not really matter because on KhaiusE's hand he has a Solitary Monk ready to drop. And he also have like 2 Spirit Refuge in hand for heals. So I believe that KhaiusE is actually in a very, very comfortable spot as of right now.
I will still put my con on KhaiusE because I really would like to see his Gangplank deck next round. So hopefully it will go through, but...
Yeah, but the...
Oh, what about this Endure so early in the game? What do you think about it?
Sorry?
What about this Endure so early in the game? It's not common to play an Endure with only 7
But here's the thing, right? The Vimer High has no way to remove the Endure other than a Will or Concussive Palm right now. So in more or less, 7/7 on the board is actually a very big pressure to the Vimer High player because 7 damage is really a lot right now, and with 7 damage going into Nexus to KhaiusE, that would be 50% of his health left. So that's not what KhaiusE wants, and that's why we see the Concussive Palm coming down.
It could have a Thermogenetic Beam.
Yeah, a Thermogenetic Beam can be a reason, right? But you spend 7 mana to actually remove 1 creature. And that actually adds a count for the other Endure as well. Yeah, so Thermal Beam is the answer, but with the 7/7 it is a huge pressure. It doesn't matter if that Endure is going to score him the litter or not that particular turn. But yeah, in my opinion, I think the 7/7 Endure here is a really, really strong card that applies a lot of pressure, and I think KhaiusE is really worried about that Endure at this point of time.
To me, what it means is that Zagreus probably got another Endure in hand. I'm almost sure that Zagreus got another Endure, at least one other in his hand.
Yeah, he might have a second Endure, right?
Yeah.
And with probably, and if he has Atrocity in hand, I think KhaiusE is in a comfortable spot because he has a deny, and I am sure he's actually saving that deny for that clutch atrocity.
Always, always. So now there is a considering place to do on the next turn, which is bad and good in the same time. He could use the Flash of Brilliance and one other spell in order to get the too close as a dragon during the attack.
That could be as well, and then here comes a second Endure. So you know, as what we can see, the pressure of the Endure is really coming onto KhaiusE's shoulder right now. And you know, being a Weimar High deck, being a very reactive deck, you know, he could not react to 2 Endure at this point in time.
Yeah. And it's still a big commitment because that probably won't happen, but if KhaiusE managed to kill the 2 Endure, then what's next for Zagreus? He has to get the 3rd one.
But I'm sure, like, you know, with just 2 Endure right now on board, a 7/7 and 8/8, simultaneously is is really too strong of a board right now.
Yeah. There's still a lot to do, but yeah, he got a bit the advantage.
As you can see, KhaiusE has no reaction to this board. You know, probably Zagreus is gonna go for an open attack, and there's no interaction that KhaiusE could go. You know, the only way is the Spirit Refuge, perhaps. And here comes a quick scoop from KhaiusE. He knows that he's not able to do anything, saving time, moving on to the next game.
Do you think it was really over right now?
I feel like at that point of time, it is already over for the Weimar High player. At that point of time, and you know, not wanting to waste any time, it is also a strategy for a tournament like this, because you actually have a 1 hour clock on the game, and you know, you do not want time to run out on game 3. So you know, scooping there is probably the best choice, and yeah, for KhaiusE at that point of time.
Okay, I see. I will let Steve go to the Flash and Brilliance and Spirit Refuge to try to get one more turn, but probably it won't have changed anything.
Yeah, I mean, he could survive, but if he all he needs is just a Way of Ionia that can save him at that one particular point of time.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I feel like he wouldn't lose to the next turn, and maybe he would be able to survive one more turn after that, but his winning condition were like almost non-existent.
Exactly. So we're up. Zagreus bringing in the Nox, the Marcia aggro, and yeah, we could see, like, you know, at this point of time, KhaiusE has no way to slow him down, and Zagreus is just building his board one bird at a time.
Okay. Hopefully he got the Catalina.
Yep, and a Katarina here actually makes a difference, and he actually has the Katarina.
Nice. I just wanted to see it. I don't care about the rest.
You know, here comes the Solitary Monk, right? Here's the questionable thing about the Solitary Monk is that it saves you from 2 damage, but you trade off a elusive creature. Is it actually worth it?
Yeah, I don't know. Moreover, we will probably get excited, Catalina. So
yeah, you definitely have to remove the Katarina at this point of time.
So now, KhaiusE got a pretty good move on.
And with the Blade Edge in hand, I think the Solitary Monk is dead.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Katarina, is that, you know, the only way to remove it is via burn spells, and that is actually accessible mostly in PNZs. You know, and against a Weimar High that actually has burn spells, I don't think the Katarina is gonna stick, you know, more than one attack at this point of time.
Yeah, true. And it doesn't have any protection, I think. Oh no, he got 1 or 2, but like the Chain Vest, the Ranger Resolve, and the back-to-back, but that's all.
Yep. So we have a Badger Bear and a Fleet Tracker on board, and at turn 5, I think the Vi is ready to go. But at the same time, he also have a concussive pump to react to a open attack right here.
It's difficult to tell what is the correct play here.
Exactly, right? But as a Demacia player, opening attack is usually a big question. Should I open attack or not at that one particular turn?
No, it's easy to know what to do.
Yeah.
V into get excited.
Yeah, right now it's a Vi into get excited for the Katarina. The Katarina should not stay on board.
Yeah, exactly. Here comes the spiders.
Yeah, so here comes the house spider, widening his board, ensuring more damage into the face.
Yeah, that's the goal of his deck, like trying to burn his opponent HP very fast.
And definitely a get excited over here, pushing in 6 damage into KhaiusE's Nexus.
Again, I don't know if there is a clear winner on this trade. But since he got deep meditation in hand, it depends on Zagreus' hand actually.
I mean, at this point of time, Zagreus have the upper hand right now, and drawing the Heimer here does not make a difference for KhaiusE. And probably deep meditation is his best play to dig out for options for the next turn. And he definitely needs to use the Vi to trade with something right now.
And what will be scary if the Vi attack the Badgerbeer? What can he be scared of?
There's nothing much, right? The Vi attacking the Badgerbeer is definitely right over here, but the only punish right now is a single combat. Which I think that he runs 2 copy of it.
Yes, exactly. But then he will die. He will lose another creature, so it will be.
Yeah, but if a single combat you trade a spider for a Vi, I mean the spider is the clear winner of the trade at this point of time.
Okay, so now let's see if he got might.
So you have Kato over here, concussive palming on the Kato, not allowing Zagreus to get the overwhelm.
That's it. Do you think it's more interesting to do the concussive palm before the attack? Because you can just do it on the Lucian and use Vi to kill the Kato's Yarn.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? You have another creature on board to be a blocker at this point of time.
Yeah.
So it kind of saves you. It allows you. It sounds save you like another damage.
Yeah, 1 or 2 damage from the spider.
And at this point into the game, every damage counts.
Yeah, true. When you play versus an aggro deck. But then he won't be able to kill Kato's Yarn. So it might be scary again next turn.
Yep.
But he got rid of Aonia, so I guess it's okay.
So here's the thing, right? Does he even block with the Vi at this point of time? Because the Vi would definitely get a trade, but he get excited to the Lucian would do the trick as well.
I wouldn't attack with the Vi since Zagreus don't have a lot of defensive option. I think get excited is the correct play.
Definitely killing the Lucian here is correct.
And then the next turn you Vi is Kato's Yarn, and you still have Will of Aonia if the opponent do anything wrong. Oh, why?
So it actually takes the 3 damage over here. That could actually put KhaiusE in a very, very tough spot right now. He might be leaving 4 mana up for a bluff of Will or Deny.
Okay, that is pretty obvious. He needs more spells.
And that's
now
a
he got
huge...
yeah. He got the Mystic Shot for Lucian.
And he also gets a flash. So with the Mystic Shot, the only way that could punish him right now is a Ranger's Resolve. But the opponent only run a single copy. There's a high chance of him not having it as well.
And I think his opponent run also... let me check it. One Shed Vest.
And 1 chain vest, yep. So these two tough, might
But
stop
it's still worth
the...
it to trade.
And Vi is gonna guarantee a flip over here.
Yeah.
With the 1/1 spider that's up.
No, because of the ranger result. Vi cannot flip this turn. But yeah, it doesn't really matter anyway because I don't think that Vi is winning. Flipping the Vi is a winning condition for KhaiusE. It's more about getting enough unit on the board.
Yep, right now I think KhaiusE's game plan is to control the Zagreus board right now. If he can't control his board at this point of time, I believe that he can't take advantage of the game at this point of time.
Yep.
But with the ability to just spawn free turrets every single turn, every single spell, he definitely it's not difficult for KhaiusE to actually control the board at this point of time.
Yeah, especially with the Wheel of Ionia in hand.
But the only disadvantage for KhaiusE is that every creature on board is at 1 health. So he needs to stop every single possible way to that opponent has for overwhelm.
Yeah.
And if that actually happens, I believe KhaiusE can take advantage at this point in time.
And you got Wheel of Ionia for that.
He has a Wheel of Ionia. He has more barriers available. Yeah, but I mean, Wheel of Ionia is the best way to stop overwhelm at this point of time.
Yeah, because barrier won't stop the overwhelm.
So here comes a big judgment, right? So, and the Wheel of Ionia is just gonna do the job to off the judgment over here.
Oh no, you don't want to Wheel of Ionia this turn. You want to do it next turn.
Next turn, right?
So now it's starting to get scary again.
Yep. So this game could actually go both ways. If the Zagreus actually have a might or another bigger creature right now, KhaiusE would be in a very, very big trouble because of the Kato is gonna come down right now.
You should be scared of the overwhelm right now.
Yep.
What would you do?
Yeah, you have to kill the Lucian right now at this point of time so that he can't, give the support ability to anything. And then with the next creature coming down, you have the Thermogenic Beam open to kill off the Kato or anything of a bigger threat, which is a Citra at this point of time.
But why killing the Lucian before attacking? Because he cannot protect the Lucian anyway. You can just wait that the Lucian get buffed and kill it afterwards.
But at this point, right, he could thermo. If he do it this way, thermo being the Kato right now, would just cancel out every single risk of an overwhelm coming in right now.
Yeah, I guess it's working both ways.
So now even with might, right?
He doesn't have enough mana.
Yeah, he do not have enough mana for might, and KhaiusE is absolutely safe at this point of time with this particular play. And now KhaiusE has a wider board, and I believe with that swing and the challenger of Vi, is that enough for lethal?
I wish he had another judgment.
Yeah, like judgment here would make such a great play, right?
Yeah.
Yep, here is an emote from Zagreus. I think that is it for
lethal, of course.
This round. Right, now we have a really, really close game right now. We are at 1:1 with KhaiusE Heimervi winning the Bannerman deck. So it seems like Lucian Misfortune is gonna go against the Nox Lucian deck. What do you think about this matchup?
Through a very aggressive deck, so
But the thing
Very
is that
interesting,
the
but
Lucian and Misfortune deck, I feel like they do not have a way to deal with the overwhelming effect coming out of the Kato. So that would be a huge challenge for KhaiusE. But if KhaiusE could control his board and not allowing much overwhelming creatures to go around, I think KhaiusE have a fighting chance.
only single combat maybe will do. Here's KhaiusE's best option is to try to rush his opponent very fast in order to control the board.
Yeah, but you can see from KhaiusE's hand is that he actually have a really smooth curve right now.
Yeah.
And when you see 2 fleet trackers on board, the biggest question is, should I attack or not?
And the biggest question is also,
no.
do my opponent have the Bright Steel Protector? Okay, exactly. And that's why I never played the Fleet Tracker on turn 1.
Yeah.
Because when this happened, and this happened a lot of time, you lost the game.
So here, Zagreus actually get a free Fleet Tracker trade over here. And we will see a Misfortune coming down on turn 3. So with a Lucian draw, he could go both ways of going wide or going for the Misfortune. Seems like he went for the Misfortune play.
I can try to boost the Misfortune. He's not scared of many things.
He guaranteed 5 damage in, but he traded the War Chef. Is that trade even worth it?
Again, it will depend on Zagreus' hand. But no, it looked like it was not.
With 2 Fleet Tracker right now, it's very... It seems like KhaiusE is in a very awkward position.
What could he do? Attacking with Lucian and buff by Misfortune would be the same.
That's one, but however, you need to answer yourself, are you willing to take for 11 damage this turn? Alternatively, what you could do right now is bait the Fleet Tracker to hook the 2 smaller creatures, and you just take 6. So with this play, he actually trades off 11 damage versus 6 damage.
You don't have to lose 8 HP this turn.
And then now the Lucian is actually safe to drop.
Exactly. Well, safe depends if the opponent got
and now he actually guarantees 4 damage in as well, and if a single combat comes in, a Ranger's Resolve is just going to do the trick.
Interesting block, because that was really not necessary.
Well, alternatively, he could actually save himself from 3 more damage. And here comes the Katarina. And KhaiusE actually has a very big question of should I single combat it away.
I think why he did that, because he got the end advantage. So he was like, okay, I don't care about losing 1 unit. I just prefer to keep more HP and to be sure to don't get surprised.
And now he has a wider board right now.
Yeah. But on the other hand, the Misfortune Lucian deck doesn't have a lot of surprising tools. So I still don't know if this block was worth it. I would have preferred to attack next turn with the sorry, what was his name again? The Grizzled Ranger, sorry. To ensure that 3 more damage face, or maybe just the opponent will have to lose the Lucian or the Misfortune. You can lose 1 attack for nothing. Oh yeah. But
so here comes the Citra, and he definitely need to go for a single combat, and wow. Should he? Yeah, he should reply with his own Citra, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
But not fun right now. Do you single combat the Citria with the other Citria? No.
I feel like this Katarina is actually more dangerous at this point of time.
What he could do is to block the Host Spider with the Lucian to put Ranger Resolve. And then to just kill the Citria with his own Citria. Then the opponent will lose almost all his units for nothing. But
yeah, that could work as well, right?
yeah, he decided that, as you said, he decided that Katarina was a bigger threat. Which I'm not sure I agree with in this position, but okay. Because no, what can he do? No,
so now that KhaiusE is actually low in resources and health of his creature, I feel like KhaiusE is actually not exactly in a good spot right now. The Citra is just gonna trade off with one of the creatures.
Exactly, his opponent got more cards, so if you have an opportunity to win the board, you should take it. But yeah, it depends on many factors. But no, it's pretty GG. So.
Yeah, so here comes the Concerted Strike onto the Citra. It seems like that's probably it for KhaiusE with the Concerted Strike. He has no answer, and all he has is a MF and a War Chef, which can be easily blocked by the Citra. And here comes the Lucian.
Another problem is, in this situation, you will hope that your opponent got a lot of useless spells, but with this deck, all the spells are quite proactive, so all his cards in hand are probably very dangerous.
Yep, and at this attacking point, with Lucian having quick attack, there's no value trade for Zagreus at this point of time, and a Might here would do the job, and that's it. And the Might here closes the game, and congratulations to Zagreus for winning his top 8 round.